Winter is coming in Infinity Kingdom. Let's get it. What's going on, guys? It's your boy Worthy Prince coming at ya with another Infinity Kingdom video, and today we're going to be taking an early sneak peek preview at KVK. That's right, KVK is coming to Infinity Kingdom. Winter is coming and it looks absolutely awesome, guys. And before we get into it, I want you to know that I will be taking part and I will be making content, so make sure you smash that sub button and hit the notification bell so you can stay tuned for the content that's coming from the Legion of the Frostborn KVK event. And if you want to join in the fun with me, I'm in server 23. You're welcome to come over and apply to TWK and join in the fun. Okay, let's get back into the details. So we're going to look at some of the rules and features of the KVK and explain exactly how it's going to work. And I've got some sneak peeks of the actual KVK running in the game as well, so stay tuned. Now, servers that are over 60 days and castles over level 15 will be able to participate. It's going to be split into 3 seasons, which is really interesting. The first season, which is called the Cold Night Expedition, is basically going to be a matchmaking process so that alliances that are going up against each other are fairly matched, so it's a good fight. Now, the actual KVK takes part in its own kingdom. I know, crazy stuff. I'll show you in a bit, but basically the whole kingdom is covered in a mysterious black air, which means you can't see anything on the map as far as other players are concerned. You have to actually take control of the land to be able to see people. Now, your territory as a center has a vision around it, but anything outside of that vision you're not going to be able to see, which is pretty mad. Now, the whole kingdom you're going to be in fighting is snow covered, and it does cause damage and other like negative effects. Resource collecting is going to be reduced by 25%. You can see that attacking gnomes in the actual cold areas is actually going to be a lot more difficult as well. They're going to be much more tough to destroy. And also your castle is going to lose prosperity when you're in the blizzard, and it doesn't, you can't gem it back either. You will literally lose prosperity and get teleported out if you sit in the blizzard and don't do anything about it, which is why you have to build thermal energy towers, which basically allow you to have more greater vision on the map and clear some of that dark air, as well as keep your castle nice and warm. Because, you know, it's not good being cold, right? And of course, when you're actually in a protected area which is like lit up by one of these thermal energy nodes, you basically will start to regenerate your prosperity as well, and you have to work with your alliance to build those across the kingdom map to enable you to be able to safely make your way through it. I'm going to show you just briefly here on this bit of gameplay demonstration here. You can see we're going to go ahead and build a thermal tower. This is actually on the actual map itself during KVK. And you can see once you've actually placed it there, you have to send your troops in to construct it. Now, once the actual thermal tower is actually completed construction, it's going to create a complete area which is not covered in snow, and that's an area that your castle is going to be safe in to sit and chill and, well, not chill, get warmed. See, that's the thing about this KVK. It's not fighting in your own home kingdom or in the other server. It basically creates a new kingdom, which is literally the size of your existing kingdom, which is a frozen wasteland, and you basically have to go to that kingdom to fight. And as you can see, look at that, the thermal tower has now completed its construction, and you can see the square that it's created, quite a good amount of area there, which is covered in some nice warm heat rays from that thermal tower, and your prosperity now will start to increase. And you have to protect those. You can garrison them up, protect them, because enemies can attack them and take over your thermal towers, and likewise you can attack theirs as well. It's a really interesting game mechanic, and as you can see, now we've got the thermal tower up, the temperature is stable, prosperity will no longer be lost due to the blizzard, and it will start to go back up. So that's basically how that works. Getting back into the rulebook, because there's some other things I want to go through on this KVK. There's quite a few bits to it. Alliance resources. Yeah, not just normal resources, alliance resources are what you use to build the towers. So you have to go over there and start gathering from the gathering tiles, and then bring that resource back to your alliance, and it basically converts X amount of it into the alliance coffers, basically, and then you use that resource to go and build the towers, which is a real interesting concept. It also is interesting the fact that if you're trying to gather in the cold, you're not going to get as much resource gathering done, so it's important to get those towers up. Also, check out alliance tactics. I'm not going to go into it and click each individual one, but you can see there a whole new alliance tree for your alliance when you're actually in the actual KVK arena, so that's going to be pretty cool. Also, regarding first tower and more towers, the R5 and R6 of the guilds are the ones that will be able to construct the towers. Only those people can do it. Also, if you're building a tower and someone else is building one from another alliance, that causes something called thermal conflict, and it's basically first come first served. If your tower is built first, then your tower will actually you'll get the full area of your tower as far as the heat properties are concerned. The person who built second won't actually gain heat properties from that section that you overlap in, but they will still get the field of view. And then you've got demolition of the thermal tower itself. I mean, these are pretty difficult to defeat. It says first you need to defeat the enemy, all the troops that are stationed in the tower, and then you got to send demolition troops to the actual thermal tower itself, which is like a time-based countdown thing before it'll actually zero out the tower and destroy it. And you know, the enemy can still try and attack you and get rid of your troops while that's going on. So there is a process to actually taking over someone's tower. You can't just hit it once and take it like Illusion Battlefield. You actually have to hold it for a period of time before it will be completely wiped out. Okay, so after occupying a city in the battlefield, you get its corresponding city product rewards. So all the cities are basically going to have various different rewards for you to gain, different boosts and attributes. They are all random, and of course when you do take a city, you're going to gain a huge amount of field of view around that city as well, which is why it's important to take the cities as you progress through the frozen wasteland. Okay, and you can see how the city defenders recovered after it's occupied by Alliance for the first time. The Dwarven City Guard will no longer automatically recover. In order to protect the safety of the city, the Alliance members need to donate various types of resources to the city to train city defenders. And again, it's all down to Alliance resources. You have to work together, to gather together, to build defenders on your towers and your cities. Okay. Now, also surrounded by ice wall. Get this, guys, you can't just teleport to various different locations of the KVK map. There are walls between each individual area, and as an alliance you do need to go over there and attack those walls, and they work very similar to the cities. You know, you first of all break the wall down, and then you have to kill the garrisons or the defenders inside the wall. Once you beat it, you can then progress through there into the next part of the map. So very strategic. You have to put your thermal towers down to enable you to be able to progress through without losing too much prosperity. You then need to work together to gather resources to make sure you can put troops, like build defenders on them, and then you have to go ahead and take out those walls to enable you to push further into the wasteland to take the higher level cities, ultimately get into the middle city, the big massive world heart in the middle, and taking it. Overall, this KVK looks absolutely awesome. It's not just a one-day event. It's going to be an absolute mammoth of an event, which, like I said, runs over 45 days. It's got its own chronicle with it, as well as individual missions, which I'll show you in a second very briefly. This is just showing you the map, guys. Look at this. This is the actual main KVK map. And as you can see, look at it. It looks absolutely awesome. These are one of the cities that you take. You get gathering speed boost plus extra city specialities that refresh every 3 or 4 hours, as well as an initial occupation reward as well. That's one of the medium-sized cities, but you know how Infinity Kingdom's always good when you're gaining cities. It gives you lots of boosts, lots of points. Definitely gonna be worthwhile taking them. Here is the actual map itself. Like I said, it's pretty much the size of what your current kingdom map is for the most part. Might be a little bit smaller than the current one, but I actually think it still looks pretty big. And I want to show you these walls as well in a moment, because these are the walls you've got to take out. There's an example of one there. You basically have to go in and attack that, destroy that wall, break that wall down, and then you can go through and teleport in, march, and also teleport into the other area which is next to it. But loads of objectives. This is definitely going to keep us busy. It looks like a hell of a lot of fun, I know that much. And there's another one of the cities there. It's a level 9 city. I also love the way all of the little snowflakes around the edge of the screen. I think they've done a really good job of making this look really, really awesome. So yeah, this is coming really soon, like in the next few days. This is going to be dropped with the 1.7 update. I'm not sure exactly when they're going to do the first KVK, but it's going to be implemented into the game with the next update. And I went through as much as I possibly could, as much information as I could in this short video today. You can go back and pause any of the screens if you want to actually really read it and digest it. Here is just some examples of the missions. You get some solo missions as well that you have to do to get little prizes, as well as alliance achievements that you can do during the course of the KVK. And like I said earlier, it does have its own chronicle. Like when you first start off in a kingdom, you have the chronicle that you go through. Well, KVK has its own chronicle as well, where different objectives and things are going to happen as the days go on through the KVK. Guys, I hope you're hype for this KVK as much as I am. I'm super, super excited for it. Don't forget to smash the subscribe button, hit the like button, and don't forget to make sure you got the notification bell on so you don't miss out any of the content I'm going to be posting during this KVK. Right now, guys, we're getting ready to enter the Legion of the Frostborn. It's loading. And that's where we're going to stop. It's continually loading until the update drops, guys. If you want to try Infinity Kingdom out for yourself, hit the link in the description below, guys, and download Infinity Kingdom and try the game out for yourself, because things just got very interesting. I'll see you on the other side, guys, but until the next time, stay safe, and of course, peace out.